Hello and welcome. My name is Njeri. On this channel, we talk about storytelling, entrepreneurship, and excellence. If those sound like topics you're interested in, hit the subscribe button and let us connect. So last weekend, I had the pleasure of celebrating my birthday. And as usual, I keep my birthday celebrations very low-key. I've come to learn that I love spending time with a few loved ones, just indoors, not making a fuss about it. And that's my favorite way to celebrate my birthday. It was the end of a very tough year in my life. I think one of the toughest so far, and especially because I took some hard personal hits last year, and I was just happy to welcome in a new year, to be able to embrace a new season in my life, and just to get the excitement of starting something new, of having sort of a fresh start, and just to start another trip around the sun. As I was reflecting on my birthday, I sort of try to see what the past year has taught me and sort of see what lessons I can take away into the new year. And I have a few lessons that I'd love to share with you guys. And I hope that they're relatable to you. They are something that you can apply in your life, or even something that you might enjoy hearing. So let's get started. So the first thing is, last year I got to experience grief and just learn from and about grief. I lost both my grandmothers towards the end of the year, and it was one of the most painful things I've been through. I've lost people before, but then before I was younger, so I didn't really understand grief much, and they're not people I had developed a very close relationship with. So it was very, their family, I'm sad, but that's it. But now both my grandmothers were very, very close to me. If you know me, then you know that my grandmothers meant a lot to me. And so just to be able to go through their loss, be able to process their feeling that they will no longer be there, and just to be able to experience the finality of death. I cannot explain what that experience is like, but wow, death has a finality to it that I don't think I understood before I experienced it. And it just reminded me that life is really for the living. Another thing I learned is about friendship. I've had the pleasure of meeting a lot of people and creating bonds with a lot of people. But as I grow older, I've started to audit my friendships more. And this is just because you realize that life changes, people progress in different paths, and it's okay to celebrate friendships without necessarily maintaining them. There are people who are there in your life and they serve their purpose, and if you get an opportunity to reconnect with them again, that's okay. But even if you don't, then you need to be grateful for the moments and for the things they brought into your life when they did. And I'm just grateful that I've learned that about friendship, and now I don't feel the need to hold on to relationships or to try and catch on to things that maybe have passed their time. And if I get an opportunity to reconnect with those people again, I will be happy to. But in the moment now, maybe this is not the opportunity for us, and that's okay. And I'm just happy that I can say that and be happy with saying that. Another important lesson is around finances, and specifically saving. This is the thing I've come to learn. Saving is not possible for everybody, and we need to cut each other some slack. You will come across a lot of financial advisors who will insist save, save, save. But sometimes the truth is you probably just don't make enough to save. And I know people say you can save at any rate, or you can save regardless of your income. Yes, if you have eaten, if you have a roof over your head, if you've taken care of the people you need to take care of, then of course you can find something to save without necessarily spending. But if you find yourself compromising on the quality of life you're living so that you can save, then I think that is the wrong approach to saving, because now you'll be miserable and then have an amount of money that most of the times is not enough for you to really invest in whatever you need to. So now you're living a miserable life, not having enough savings, but you're proud of having a saving. I think it's important that we have honest conversations around saving. I am no financial expert, but as somebody who's never had a regular income, I can tell you for sure that sometimes it's impossible to save, and it's okay to admit to yourself that this is not the time for me to save, and maybe just give yourself some more time to increase your income or reduce your expenses. Let's say, for example, you're paying school fees for a sibling who's already in school. Then you can say, this is the money I would otherwise save. It's going to this kitty on helping my sibling go through school. And then when they're done with school, you can start saving. But don't beat yourself up because you're not saving yet. Your money is going into things that are taking on more priority in your life. Health. Whew. Let me tell you, health is such a tricky topic. And in Kenya, it's a very emotive topic. So this is what I have to say about health. Get an NHIF card. One, because it will save you thousands of shillings if you ever need medical care. I know the ideal would be, if I got sick, I would like to go to an expensive private hospital, get the best care, maybe even get a private room, a private doctor, a private nurse, all the shebang. The reality is your pocket probably does not match your aspirations. So if you ever are in an accident, if you ever need maternal health care, if you're ever admitted in a hospital, NHIF will save you a significant amount of money. Depending on the hospital you go to, it could save you even 100% of your bill. I have experienced this firsthand with loved ones, and I am committed to paying my NHIF annually, even when I do not have any other insurance, because I know that if shit hits the fan, I may be in the trenches, but at least I will not be swept away immediately, if you get my gist. The other lesson is around family. Having gone through the loss that I went through in the last year, I have realized that family is everything. And there's two types of family. There's your blood family, who often will come through for you and have come through for me in ways that I cannot explain. And then there's your chosen family. And unfortunately, you have to go through a life-changing experience to understand who in your chosen family will come through for you when you need to. Or maybe they have to go through something for them to realize the role you play in their life. So if you have anybody in your chosen family who's been there for you, even when you didn't think or expect they'd come through for you in that way, then you should appreciate them. Hold your family closer, tell them you love them, and just give them a call every so often, because family to me is everything. And I'm just grateful that I have the family that I do. And I'm also very aware that not everybody has a blood family that they can depend on fully. So if you're lucky to have a chosen family that is there for you in the way that a blood family normally is, then appreciate them and love them and give them your all, because family at the end of the day is everything. Next is on work. I've had the pleasure of never having long-term employment, which means I've had the opportunity to experiment with a lot of things, try out different things, and identify what I truly love, and also cancel out things that I thought I would enjoy but really do not want to see myself doing. And what that has taught me is take your time to find what makes you happy. Take your time to find something that is fun. Take your time to find something that is exciting for you. As a self-confessed workaholic, I can tell you that if you have fun doing something, if you really enjoy what you do, it makes it a little easier. I mean, of course, if I had to choose between work and something different, like spending all my days on holiday, then of course the latter would win. But also, I don't dread at the thought of going to work. I love my clients. I love consulting. I love storytelling. I love being an entrepreneur. I love serving people. And now I'm on a journey where I'm discovering more things within that realm that make me happy. So if you find something that is fun for you, stick to it, dedicate yourself to it. And I really do hope that it pays off for you. The last lesson I'll share with you is around love. The older I get, the wider my understanding of love gets. 10 years ago, my love was limited to love for family, love for God, and love for and romantic love. But now I've started to realize that love is bigger and wider than we can ever be able to fully understand it. And I just have learned to fall in love with things around me, to fall in love with nature, to fall in love with people, to fall in love without expecting anything in return, just to fall in love for the pleasure of falling in love, and just allow myself to experience relationships with others, to experience relationship with things around me from a place of love, which then translates to from a place of compassion and from a place of empathy. And I hope that with this understanding of love, then I can learn to love without expectation and also learn to receive love without expectation. So those are the 7 lessons I will take into the next year of my life, and I'm so excited for what this new year has to offer. If you're willing to take the journey with me, hit the subscribe button and let us keep connecting. Let me know what you're bringing into the new year, what you're looking forward to celebrating on your birthday, what lessons you've learned over the past couple of years, and let us share. Until next time, bye-bye.